Hey guys, welcome to another video. Now I'm back in DayZ and this happens to be experimental. I'm exploring the new patch. Now this will probably go live on stable at some point, but there are some big changes, namely to the infected, and they've been largely buffed. There have been a few that have been nerfed and are slightly weaker, but largely I've found that they are harder to deal with. And so what I thought I'd do is put together a 10 tips video looking at some things that will help you deal with these new infected, and probably this will apply from 1.13 onwards and in the future. I know that they are talking about taking people's opinions into consideration, but rarely in my experience does that happen. Usually experimental goes stable if all the testing works out. But there are some things we need to talk about. So let's do 10 tips on fighting buffed infected. Tip 1. So with the new update, we have some new tiers of infected. You can see here there's a few zombies around, but one that really stands out is this plate carrier heavy military infected. You can see him there. So the first tip is just be aware that there are some buffed zombie types in game. And one of the main things to consider is the protection that they wear. So this plate carrier vest that this military zombie is wearing here gives it so much protection. Really hard to aim for the body. And then if it's got a helmet on as well, that is even more protection. As you can see, that is pretty scary. Now we know that noise draws the infected towards you. But with this second tip, what I wanted to just point out is that they will move towards the sound that you made. But when a zombie aggroes towards you, often, if it finds you, makes that scream. Now, that is a quieter noise than it was before. So it's been nerfed in 1.13. So now there's less chance of them actually calling other zombies to your location. That is, unless you come across the Screamer zombie. Now these are military zombies that let out a much louder ear-piercing scream, and they will call zombies in a very close proximity, all towards your location. Tip 3. It takes about 8 hits to be taken down by a zombie. Now that's consecutive hits. If you get away, some of the shot goes. You can see here, that was about 8 hits, and I went down. Now, they won't kill me. They leave the body there, and they think, right, dead. For some reason, they don't feast on my flesh. But tip 4. Some zombies now run. Now you can see the female zombie over there. She's walking and then running. Now, what this means is they can actually keep up with you as you run, especially if you're encumbered and you've only got a small sprint bar down the bottom on the left there. So the best thing to do, if you're actually getting chased by one of these faster running zombies, then you need to probably take them down, because they will just stay on your tail and cause you problems. Tip 5. Military zombies have more health than normal zombies. You can still kill them with stealth attacks, but they do last a bit longer if you're just in normal combat with them. And next to that, we have the weaker zombies, the ones that kind of spawn in common character spawning areas, like the old man. They are slightly weaker and do slightly less damage. So they've shifted the balance. The militaries have a higher hit points, so they take longer to kill. They're harder. And they're kind of skinny old man. There's a couple of others that look quite malnourished. They've got less hit points. Tip 6. Stealth attacks work on all types of zombie. Any zombie can be taken down with a simple steak knife. Bear that in mind. Obviously you have to crouch and creep up on them. If they hear you, then the stealth attack is null and void. But it's a really good way, if you can, of getting rid of zombies. Tip 7. Infected are aggroed to you in buildings. If you're walking around building, closing doors and whatnot, there's every chance that the zombie will aggro to you inside the building. Now, he saw me open the door then. But you just have to be aware, if there are zombies around the structure and you're walking around, just because you're not outside doesn't mean they won't aggro towards you. They're much more sensitive to sound since 1.12. Tip 8. If you've got a zombie following you, in 1.13, the hit arc of the zombie appears to be a lot wider. You can see there than before. So they can hit you from much further off. Can you see there? Now, I suspect this is going to be buffed. But what I would say is to avoid cuts like that. That old lady infected just did to me. Is you need to find larger buildings. If you're just going to lock them up, doing it into a house like these houses over here isn't going to be any use. I mean, ultimately you'll be able to do it, but I would recommend finding a bigger building like this if you're going to try and lock the zombies up, if you're not going to kill them. Tip 9. Sickness can be a real problem. Now, I've just bandaged with a dirty rag and it has made me sick. You can see down here I've got this stomach bug virus type symbol down here, and you can hear it makes me create a sound, makes me do a sound like a grunt. Now this gets worse, you get coughing, you get all sorts of other noises. So it draws the zombies to you, as well as the players.
Yeah man, them stomach growls as well. You see when you're hungry man, you should be able to turn them off. They're disgusting man.
Tip 10. So if you find yourself in a spot of bother, and you have a horde of infected very close to you that you can't really avoid, what you can do is distract them by throwing something. So I am going to throw this away and watch as those zombies are drawn towards it. See that? So, although I'm ill, now I can make a quick retreat in the other direction and try and escape. So guys, I hope you found that useful. If you did, click the thumbs up. If you got any comments, add them down below. That'd be really cool. And if you're not subbed already, If you could, that would be awesome, and click the bell to get alerts for when my videos go live, because there'll be more content, of course, in DayZ and the Forest and other survival games that I enjoy playing. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.